What up, y'all? It's the old man in the sand, and I don't know if y'all watch some of our other movies, but I tend to call myself a movie buff. I mean, because I'm buff and stuffed.
So much for that.
Yeah, but today Pops brought up to me a movie called Soylent Green, and I've never heard of it. It has Charleston Heston in it. I guess it's a crazy movie, right?
Well, it's not crazy. It's like, is this possible?
It's a possible thing, apparently. So
It
I'm gonna.
shocked.
I,
It shocked
I,
us
I,
all
I am
when.
gonna warn you guys that I did watch this trailer already once, but I was so hammered that I do not remember it. So it's like a first time again.
So redo.
Yeah. So if you guys ever want to have two first times just get obliterated, okay, just do that, and then it just happens again. So anyway, we gonna get into
It
this.
all works out.
Yeah, we gonna get into this trailer though. Soylent Green, Charleston Heston. Let's go.
What is the secret of Soylent Green? New York City, in the year 2022. Nothing runs anymore. Nothing works. But the people are the same. And the people will do anything to get what they need.
This is the police.
What they need most is Soylent Green.
The supply of Soylent Green has been exhausted. Return to your home.
So it's looking to me right now like Soylent Green is kind of maybe like the food station after an apocalypse or something like that. I'm guessing here because this is my first time seeing this. But look at these police officers in football helmets. There's They had to have had better riot gear back in this day, right?
Well, the whole thing is it's no, now it's 2000, like almost the time we're living, but it was made in
We're after this time.
Yeah,
They said
it was made in
2022.
like 1978 or something.
Yeah, whatever.
So they only used 2024 or whatever.
As a random date because
Right.
they felt like no one would ever live to that
long.
date.
Well, that's the way it seems.
You have to use like 3,028.
Yeah, you need to go thousands of
You should have
years.
went 1,000 years.
And
I think that would have been better.
Would have.
They do have me intrigued though. What is the secret of Soylent Green?
What is that? No, really.
That's intriguing. I wonder if they're going to tell me the answer to that though in the trailer, because then I'll never need to watch the movie.
Well, I know the answer because I just.
Well, you've seen this movie too, right?
Well, I've seen it, and it was shocking back then to even think that that could even actually happen.
Well, it didn't happen though, right?
No, it hasn't happened yet.
Oh, okay. All right. So, yeah, it's shocking to think anything could happen.
Like that.
We're going to plow on through this, but I am intrigued by the trailer. I can tell you that much. This might be one of those movies that I might watch one day. Who knows?
What is the secret of Soylent Green? Detective Sergeant Thorne. He has a 2-year backlog of unsolved murders. Now he's on a case that must be solved. Saul Roth, Thorne's private library.
Hey, Saul.
A living book in a world without books.
Have some pencils. Curtis.
I do like that fact too, a world without books, because I feel like that is maybe like some SS stuff, or maybe some of those Germans that we don't like to talk about. They took away all the books too. That's intriguing. That almost reminds me of 1984. I'm gonna keep that.
Well, I just want to say one thing, that the less, I guess, this Soylent Green thing happened because something happened really bad. Asteroid something.
Well, yeah. I mean, it looks like the apocalypse. I mean, you can kind of tell that.
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
something happened.
Something happened.
Nothing didn't happen.
And then
Otherwise, they'd be living in Pleasantville.
But the government could no longer take
No, it
care
looks
of
like they were
everybody.
running out of food. I keep thinking that's the secret of Soylent Green. Or maybe, you know what? Now that I'm actually thinking about it, and they call it soy, so maybe they were feeding these people like fake meat or like, I'm gonna even go at the wildest point, which I don't know if they would ever do in the 70s, but I would say maybe they were feeding them bugs, and it was just called lobster, or cabbage or whatever mystery meat.
No, Sam.
I haven't seen the movie.
No. These are starving people. It don't look like it.
No, what I'm
But
saying
that's
is
what they're trying to
no.
portray.
What I'm saying
They're
is that
starving people. They ran out of Soylent Green. Where's the nutrition coming from now?
but that's what I'm saying. They were feeding them bugs or something. I think that might be the end of the movie. But guys, this is me guessing from me watching literally 2.5 minutes of a trailer. So we gonna plow through this anyway.
Assignment. William R. Simonson.
Simonson. He was the first to learn the secret of Soylent Green.
They told me to say that they were sorry, but that you had become unreliable.
Saul Roth was the next to know,
How do we come to this?
and he chose to die rather than reveal the secret of Soylent Green. What is the secret of Soylent Green?
All right, guys. I know y'all don't like stopping a whole bunch, but I'm gonna go with my second theory on this movie is that that Soylent Green was actually being soiled by dead human bodies. Because everyone was going hungry, so they go fertilize the soil with all the. That could be a thing. I don't know.
Well, in this movie, this old man.
Well, don't tell me the ending.
No, I'm just gonna say
Don't
that.
spoil it.
Well, here's the one thing that's interesting about this movie, though, is that this had to be going on for a long time. I mean, and then they showed the screen of wild horses.
Yeah, that's why I kinda-
and flowers and beautiful things and all that.
They didn't show that here.
No, you
Oh,
gotta
okay.
watch the movie.
Okay, well, don't talk about the movie. We're not watching the movie. We're watching the
Just
trailer.
saying, watch the movie. Everybody watch the movie.
The movie does look
Just watch
intriguing.
it.
I do like, even though it's some 19
That's all I'm
ass,
saying.
yeah, but it's some 19 ass 70s writing across the screen. Like, what is Soylent Green? They could have probably just done that with like a black screen and just big bold white letters right across the middle. I think that would have.
I don't know how they would
I
make.
think they would have got that point across that way. But I am still intrigued about what is the secret of
wanna say
Soylent Green.
But I just want to say it's funny how like they'll make like 10 movies of the same, like Snow White 100 fucking times or whatever 100 times, but Soylent Green, they never made another movie.
Well, maybe this movie wasn't good enough to make twice. I could maybe that was
Maybe they're scared to do it.
or maybe they just don't have the copyrights. There's a lot of stuff
Yeah.
that goes on in Hollywood where like maybe you just don't got the copyrights but this concept, whatever this concept is, I'm sure I've already seen 100 times. Okay, but are they doing it really good in the trailer right now? If they ended the trailer right now, I would pay my hard-earned money to go to the movie theater and watch this movie.
I think the movie should be redone again.
No, because then it's going to be redone by Disney, and it's just going to be awful. We plowed through this.
That all depends.
Well, it's going to be made by Disney for sure. So, anyway, we plowed through this.
Why did you set up Simonson?
I didn't.
Cheryl.
Let's see your hands.
Officially, she's furniture. She comes with the apartment. She belongs to the tenant.
How many times you been in trouble with the police, Cheryl?
Never.
Can't hear you.
Never.
Captain Hatcher. First, he wanted this case solved.
Simonson. What do you say?
It was an assassination.
Now, he just wants it
Who
closed.
bought you?
High and hot, and they want this case closed permanently. Their way. Now, you sign this.
You sign it!
Thorne refuses to close the Simonson case.
Just do what you have to do. Where did you go with Simonson?
He took me to church.
Church.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. It has been 6 months since my last confession.
There is something going on. I might have to watch this movie because now I'm intrigued a little bit. They got me like, if any of you guys know me, which none of you do, but I'm going to tell you right now that if you know me, I hate early movies. Like anything like 1970s. I can't stand it.
You might as well take
Even
history.
most of the 80s, I can't stand.
History.
I don't like the Gremlins. The only movie really from the 80s that I like is The Goonies. And I think that was made in like 88 or 89 or something. I mean, it was real close. But, you know, 90s was the great era of movies, and early 2000s. No one will ever say any different to me from that. But this looks interesting. This looks interesting. But they're shooting and stuff, so it's gonna become a violent movie, I'm sure. But I don't know what kind of violence they got into in the 70s that they would put on camera. I mean, I think Psycho was the first movie that ever showed a toilet on film, and that came out in like 69 or 67 or something like that. And that's the first time
you're uninformed.
Yeah, I'm uninformed, but that was the first time a toilet was ever shown on camera. I go on to Pornhub right now. I could find a whole fetish for damn toilet porn. It's fucking crazy.
What?
So, yeah, it's just showing you.
Is that important to talk about?
Well, it's just showing you how much times have changed. How much times have changed. Where this, you know, and it really hasn't been that long since that movie was made to compared to now. But we got the internet. We got.
Yeah, well, there was the
So
the Wright brothers.
But I do want to
so.
say that I do appreciate movies like this. I'm not saying that I don't like them because I don't personally like them. I just don't. It looks bad to me. But
It's not, and it was a hit, and it was scary.
I said to
It
me.
wasn't a scary
I said to
movie.
me. I said
yeah,
to me.
but you ain't watched the movie.
But I see the kind of filmography that's going on with it. So
Yeah. So what is Soylent Green? Do you know already, or should we just cut this short? Or?
I already gave my 2 guesses, and I'm gonna still cut those. I'm gonna still keep those 2 guesses that I already gave. What Soylent Green was? They either ran out of food or they were making food with bugs. Those are my 2. And they were feeding them to the people, and people started running out of food. I mean, that's why you see the riots go on at the beginning, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, when the grocery stores are empty.
Well, I didn't see no grocery stores empty in this movie, so I can't jump to that conclusion. But anyway, we gonna keep moving on.
Charlton Heston, Edward G. Robinson, Chuck Connors, Lee Taylor Young, Brock Peters, Paula Kelly, and Joseph Cotton fight for survival and try to solve the most bizarre riddle ever to face mankind. The search for the secret of Soylent Green. You will find out why Soylent Green means life. You will find out why Soylent Green means death.
We gotta stop him!
What is the secret of...
Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go with my next thing. I'm gonna say they were eating people. I just seen that, and I kind of think that was the same thing from my first meaning. But I think it still can be a fun movie to watch. I've never seen a trailer that introduced all the main characters like this. I don't know if that's a good idea or a
That
bad
happened
idea.
a lot back then.
Yeah, I normally you want to like start a movie and then like build your characters up, but they tried to build them up in the trailers, and then people.
There was no trailers back then.
We're literally watching the trailer of it.
I know, but there was no trailer back in the.
Well, not like on
when
YouTube.
they made the movie.
Not like when.
Because there was no YouTube.
Yeah, no, this trailer definitely came out whatever year this movie came out.
All right.
It was
Well,
probably a commercial on some
All
kind of TV or something. I don't know what TV was like. Also, I'm the uninformed informant. Old man might know. I don't really know. I would
know.
assume this commercial came out on TV at some point, or maybe like a preview for a different movie if you were going to go watch a different movie at a theater or something. I'm sure they had previews of other movies, just like they do for us now.
They had previews, but it wasn't like you had like 6 channels that weren't on.
Did you hear what I said though? I said like before you went and seen a different movie, they normally play trailers before the movie, and I think that was happening even in this day.
If you went,
so this might not have been a commercial like on Nickelodeon or any other channel, but I'm sure that if you went and seen like a different, like a Friday the 13th movie before that movie started, you would probably see this. You would probably see this.
Yes, that did happen.
That's all I'm trying to get to.
But how many people got to do that?
Probably tons. I mean,
yeah.
But anyway, I think it's still good. I think they kind of gave away the end of the movie already in the trailers, which I need to firmly say this to every person who makes a Hollywood movie or just a movie in general. Do not give away the whole plot at all in the trailer. You know what? If this trailer was 13 seconds long and it just said, "What is the secret of Soylent Green?" I'd be so much more interested in going, because now I'm like, dude, it's only 13 seconds. And this is all the screen says. And then it says, comes out April 25th, 2025, or, whatever. I'm going to see this movie. Okay, because I'm like, now I have to find out the secret. But a lot of times these Hollywood people, they give away the whole secrets at the end. I'm going to sure they're going to start eating people. That's what it looked like to me with the bulldozers at the end. And that's the only thing that gave it away to me. I think they're like scooping people into some kind of cooking oil or something like that. I don't know. But they're definitely scooping them up to keep them, to feed them to everybody else. And
right.
And I guess that.
To keep the population from not starving.
You had to eat half the population. So, yeah, but I think...
This is the government. This is the whole thing.
I still think this could be a fun watch. Even though I feel like I know the end, I still feel like it could be a fun watch. Well, if I get into it enough.
You need to watch it.
Oh, I'm probably going to watch it. But I watch a lot of movies. I'm a movie buff. I keep telling you guys this. I don't know if anyone knows that. Anyway, that's all we got for today. You're done. I'm done. We're done.
We're done.
Don't forget to YouTube cliche and then YouTube cliche and then go YouTube cliche, and then before you go to the bathroom or turn this video off, YouTube cliche. Oh, I already did the whole "you're done, we're done" thing, but we're gonna keep it moving.
Subscribe
and YouTube cliches.
A local bar, people talk like I can't hear a thing. Make me wanna